he's Uncle Louis' mistress?
I don't, that's the
I don't know.
That's what they claim.
Are you filming them?
They claim that she was his mistress.
That he was burned with her and Dick snatched her away. I don't know how true it is. You know,
Have you ever asked Dick the story?
You know, Dick doesn't talk about it. And well, now it's different.
So,
In those days.
Okay, you're going to interview Harry.
so what we're here because it's a milestone.
Must have been.
3 siblings, Hirschmann siblings, together in Cape Town on March 7th, 2005, and we wanted to capture it. So, yeah. So, Harry,
You do the talking.
Sorry.
You do some talking there.
so what can you tell us? What do you remember about your sisters when they were young?
My sisters,
When we were young.
when they were young.
Not much.
That's a very good question. It's a very embarrassing situation. I know there was one youngster from Salisbury.
Not us. The last argument when we were kids is when Harry came home. I know. And with shoes on, and he was walking along the street, and Oren and I were walking, and we thought when we kept walking, he yells over to us and says, "Don't you know me?" And I said, "No." So I am your brother. And my mother wouldn't let him go in the house until he had a knife from when he was in South Africa, when he was in the army. And he had to give that knife to my mother, and then she would let him in the house. That's all I remember.
Well, I don't remember that before because he left Germany when I was 3 years old after my father died.
When he was 16.
When he was 16. So I don't think you remember anything about that.
You were 16 when you left Germany.
Who wants a cup of coffee?
When I left Germany,
Yeah, you were 16 when
Yeah.
my father died.
1938, yes. 1928.
28, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are nice shoes, I like. What? They drink it full.
My shoe, everybody is in love with my shoes. What the
Ilse
rest
is
of me?
also
It's only
home
the
with
shoes.
like a lovely leather.
What about the rest of me?
Indian leather.
Just my shoes. What's going on?
It's part of you. It starts from the shoes, it
I
goes
don't
up
only
to
have shoes.
the shirt.
Do you want him to tell you the life? His life?
Well, you know, you ought to tell somebody your life story. You left Germany, you went to America.
I'd like to hear your impressions of him, what you two
Why?
remember from your childhood.
Why'd I run to
Well,
Germany?
there was much to remember.
I was 3 years old.
Okay, when you left. Okay.
So how much should I remember?
And I went to my aunt for 4 years. So
When Daddy left you with 3, Ilse?
Yeah, I was
11 years
3.
older than I am.
I know.
When my father died,
Yes.
1928.
Harry went to America to Uncle Louis,
Yeah.
and Lottie went to Aunt
I was
Sally.
exchanged. I was exchanged from Germany
And I was
to New York to Uncle Louis.
And that's when you worked in the garment
Uncle Louis.
factory.
Was he
Daddy-
He's
nice?
got a lot to account for, Uncle Louis.
And you were only 16, Daddy. You were only 16.
Well, you know, boys are rebellious.
I wanted to
I
be
know.
a
So I made a 16-year-old.
It
And
goes
he
to
didn't
the
understand.
He chucked me out of the family
Lottie, he felt
because of money.
children
Because I was part of
and you
the
know,
home
16
was
is a
allowed.
bad
Daddy,
age.
after America, where did you
Uncle
go?
Louis was very, very religious. Fantastic. Fanatic.
See, they take
Louis.
And didn't he belong to the Sephardic Shul?
Yes, he did.
He belonged to that synagogue
The
downtown New York and had the Aronite Kodesh in solid gore. or gold.
That's the safari and on that 79th Street and Central Park.
But you didn't like him, eh, Dad?
But Granny was
No,
a
but he
fanatic.
was rebellious, and at 16, you know what boys are like. So he shipped him. Where'd you go from there? To Mexico?
First of all, he worked in the factory.
Where did you
Where'd
go
you go from
Uncle
America?
Louis?
I was in Mexico.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But after you left,
He went to
Dad, after you left Uncle Louis in America,
After I left Mexico,
when you left America,
yeah,
the first time, where did you go?
I crossed into Kansas at the border.
Yes.
The Kansas border is the way over to Mexico from the United States.
Okay. And then you went into Mexico.
Yeah, and then he came
On
back.
your own. On your own.
On my own, and I caught up with the music, with the young people, run by one known as Aloha Wonderwell.
Good heavens, you've got a very good memory.
Aloha Wonderwell.
Now, what was this Aloha Wonderworld?
She was a Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. Aloha, yes, that's Hawaiian. Yeah.
And then what
And
happened?
then what happened?
I don't know.
He left Mexico and went back
But
to the
you went-
United States.
But you also went to South Africa.
Wait a minute. Then she went back to America, and then Uncle Louis shipped you to.
I went from Antwerp. I went on aboard a ship from Antwerp. I was together with a Finn and a Hungarian, 2 men. And we ran onto the boat,
Stowaway.
stowed away.
That was
In
brave.
the smoke channels.
Oh wow!
You know, those smoke channels you can open,
He had a
they had a door.
And then he went to Africa and he joined the French Foreign Legion.
No.
No.
It takes some thinking about the past.
He did join the Foreign Legion, but I don't know
That was after
Antwerp,
Germany.
Antwerp is some
No.
Yes.
city.
City.
Lottie, did
He says
you
he
know
was in
where he
jail.
was?
City, yeah.
When,
It's during the war.
when you guys
why
were
not
when you
were
guys
you
were
there?
children.
I was
Pamphlets in
arrested.
Germany
I had no
against
idea
Hitler,
at
and he
the
was
time.
put
You
in
were
jail.
arrested
on
and
and found
And then he was
But he
released.
went to America.
I didn't know that.
No, from what I was told.
Did you hear that,
Karen? Excuse me.
He was
I was
arrested in
told that
Antwerp.
from Mexico, he went
And
back
what
to the
happened?
United States.
don't
From the
remember.
United States, he was shipped
They put you in
I
South
told them,
Africa.
I
And
told
he
the
joined the French
Chinese
Foreign Legion. And
that
from the
they
French
must
Foreign Legion, he
contact
didn't
the
like it. He
immigration.
ran away and they
That
put
I
him
have
in the
family in the United States.
Yes.
We'll have to
And
tell
then
them
the
to
United
come. We
States
can't conduct.
Guys, we can't hear. So
passed a
let's just
law
let's just let Harry talk, and then
immigrant-
we'll just have one
immigrant-
one kind of interview
to the United States.
because we want to get everything. Yeah.
Was this not in Mexico, Dad?
Pardon?
Was this not in Mexico? Or South America? God, I'm confused. Okay, this was in Antwerp.
They said that they passed a law that allowed entrance into the United States for any refugees, Jewish refugees from Germany.
Okay. Did you hear that, guys?
And then, while I was in Antwerp, the United States changed that
That law.
law.
Yes.
And then the police came and said to me that you have a choice.
Oh, okay.
You see, you can leave the country, the ship and everything,
Yes.
but you either have to leave to go to France,
Yes.
go to Spain.
So what did you do, Dad? Or what was the other?
I went into France
Is
illegally,
illegally. But how come
without paying papers to France.
But I mean, if Antwerp offered you free, sort of,
Antwerp was a French-speaking country.
yes. But I mean, why did you enter illegally if Antwerp said you could go there? They gave you a choice. Remember?
That was one way out
One
for the
way
police.
out. Okay. All right.
Otherwise, I would have had to go back to Germany again.
Yes, yes, I see. And you didn't want to go back to Germany, that's for sure.
Didn't want to.
Yes. So you went to France. Is that where you joined the French Foreign Legion?
more or less.
Let's take these. You know what? I'm going to take these bags.
You know what?
Go on to me.
You don't have a shotgun. That was right after your father died.
But when
I have
we
one
went
at
to the
home.
United States,
For things like that, a shotgun
I
might.
given instruction to Granny Stern, the rest of the family, that we were not to come close, not Maureen or I, close to him or his family. Because he was a fanatic as a Jew, he was very Jew. And because Maureen was not Megayah
Yes.
at that time, for him, it was the height of the sin that I could do.
A small plate. Okay, but Harry will take care of you. He always does. He always does. He's doing.
You know, he
For 62 years he's been taking care of you. For most of those 62 years you've been taking care of him.
Okay. Okay. Let's get.
A lot of history.
So what? Can we ask Lotte and Ilse?
Well, either Ilse or me.
Okay, Lotte. What were your impressions when you left Germany? What do you remember from that time? And when you arrived in New York, what do you remember?
Well, I remember going on board ship, and Erna went
I
up.
remember when
Anyway, she went on board ship, and
I
she
left
hung.
Saigon, I kissed Laval and Maréchal Pétain to get in onto a free French, the Vichy French convoy. I hated that. And because I wanted to get away from that de Gaulle aura, you know. He was a wonderful man. And then my commanding general in Indochina, which was then known as Vietnam, he fled. He fled to join de Gaulle. And that was a big bravo for him.
Was de Gaulle in Algeria at that time? De Gaulle was in Algeria at that time?
Just put the spoons here.
And you then took the ship down to South Africa?
That's right.
This is with the French Foreign Legion.
Yes, he was on a Vichy French ship though, which was against the Allies. So the British arrested him.
Well, you see, we wouldn't have been intercepted if the convoy was Vichy French. And Vichy French was so actively anti-Allied.
Right.
And so that is actually, the French action helped me. My entire past has been shaped by this, through that my conversion, through that I met my love here. And you
Changed your life.
That was the biggest thing in my life. Her father told me, get the hell out of here. She was the apple of his eye. Very anti-Semitic.
Was he unhappy because you were Jewish?
Yeah.
Anti-Semitic.
He was anti-Semitic.
Who was?
Maureen's father.
He wanted to disown her when she converted, and he died before he could.
Somebody struck him down.
And you know what? We've been friendly with the whole family. We used to go Christmas to them, and they come to Jewish holiday to us.
You have to remember
And we met without any trouble in his son.
These are important memories for you. These are very important memories for you.
Yeah, it should. And
But the tiger in the family, was Granny Stern.
Boy, you're right.
We call him the Jewish Hirschmann.
Oh, she was
We used to call
a
him
fanatic.
Granny Stern
She made us
sent Harry to the
up and
U.S.
down
to be educated
12
at 16 years old.
Okay, Dick doesn't. What was it? Not Dick.
Granny Stern,
Black or white?
What do you?
Sugar?
who we never met. Okay, was Elsie's
I don't
mother.
want sugar.
So what do you?
Sent him to the U.S. to be educated. Sent him to Louis Stern. Okay.
You know
And of course,
that
that didn't work.
No, Granny wasn't what I think. That's how come I went to N City. I lived at N City from the age 5 to 9.
Right.
and she was a doll. Right?
I tell my Maureen
Aunt City was a doll.
Oh, she was
a minimum
an
of
angel.
6 times a day that I'm in love with her.
Isn't that wonderful?
Coffee
And
with milk, but no sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar?
I'm sweet enough.
Wonderful. That is so wonderful.
Got a wonderful.
That he's in love
Very
with her.
fortunate. You
If you
both are.
only knew what she has done, she would write the books. You can't believe it.
Yes.
You know, when Joy got married in Israel,
Daddy, hang on. Do you want coffee?
then I booked the flight to Israel.
Remember that?
We flew to Israel. Glenn was in Israel then,
Yes.
on a kibbutz, you know. And how did I come to this?
You were saying that she wrote.
She wrote some books.
Oh, yes.
You wrote books.
We were flying to the United States, and Uncle Louis, your father, had booked the tickets for us. I bought already. So
Now that's from Israel, Harry.
when it was on a long trip, we were away, about 6 months we were away then. And
Did you
we
want to
stayed.
No, Daddy, take out another cup and I'll take back the one coffee. Okay. And what is the wrong one?
I don't know whether you remember.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
That was the only time I met you.
Yeah. And,
Until today.
that's right.
Yes.
and when we came,
1969.
before
You remember.
we left our flight in Johannesburg,
Well, actually what happened when we were in Israel.
we walked around from the
your
airport,
father
we
said,
came out the telephone booth.
He said, I can't afford what
And I said to Maureen, hang on,
paid for
I
the
must
ticket
phone
from
Cape
Israel to the
Town
United States.
to speak to my
And then from the
broker.
United States back to South
But we weren't allowed to tell you.
She went with me, and I said, hold on, darling.
We
I
still
said,
live that road.
hold on, darling.
But now
I
it's worse
must talk
because
to
now
him
she's got
because
Alzheimer's.
she
Oh,
said,
now
what
she's
do you want to have
170
you?
degree
I
turn.
said, I want you
But
to
it's worse
sell
than money.
I want you to
thinks
sell all
everybody's
your
sick.
shares.
Oh, that's part of these.
That's part of
They all know this
Dad
story, you
doesn't
know.
talk about money.
I said,
Doesn't take much.
She was
the strong one.
the strong one, very
You're
clever.
the strong one.
She
but
really
can you go
was. and
through
she
life?
Give him
We've
advice.
been married 83 years.
No.
62 years.
62 years.
62 years.
62.
It's a lot of years.
It's a lot of years.
62.
Doesn't matter.
And now 82.
What's a year between friends?
And 82.
Don't you think that is outstanding?
It's amazing. It's a very
But it
amazing.
feels like 83, it's okay.
Buried in the plant.
Because, you know, one must understand the kids needed clothes, all sorts of things, you know. They didn't miss anything, they went to school.
You did.
You certainly
Yes, you
did.
did.
You know what I noticed?
No, just,
When Dick is in America.
I think I had
no
Uncle
accent.
Louis'
He has
ability,
no
you
German
know.
accent.
I had taken over
Yes,
when my granny Stern sent me over to his son.
It sounds like an American except for
She
two
did
words.
that with the
I have
idea
been in a very good time. That's it.
Take from
Do I have an accent? Do I have an accent?
No.
But you were young man.
He was a very friendly man.
Well, Dick was what?
But I want to tell you this. I was a 16-year-old boy. He put me
Yes.
into a
You have an
leather
accent. A New York
factory
accent.
Oh, yeah.
where they
That's
made
Friday.
gloves.
Louis Stern?
Right.
And they had the skins So they brought the skins, they had to feed them into the frame, and they had to use your foot.
She was a real baby.
And
Her
that's
mother
her
actually had 6 of them.
In fact, when Gary was
And
born,
that's like-
my grandmother said, cover him because he's too beautiful.
Look at Abby
Otherwise
with
he'll die.
Bella.
He'll die like
That's
you.
Bella. That's Debbie's Bella.
So it must have
That's
been
Bella.
I don't know what it was. I love
That's Debbie's and Sierra.
And Sierra.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, yeah. She, Granny,
They're not brother and sister.
Sierra here was about a month old.
I
Okay,
offered
He's
wait.
4 years.
Okay, you want to get back?
Yeah, we've got
You know what? Let's do this after.
in the
excuse
years
me,
for what
Let's
you
do that.
Joy.
Okay, so you were saying your what you remember when you came on the ship.
Aboard our ship, Erna got deathly sick from the time she got
Let me
aboard
see you
ship
again, that again.
Yes, we'll give it.
until we landed in the United
Right after
States.
Joy left.
Uncle Albert took Justin and me on board and walked around and made me put
Joy.
my hands and back of my, like this, and then walk around the deck. Because this way I wouldn't get seasick. I remember that. But it also kept me straight.
How was who was Albert? Was he?
My Anthony's husband.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Albert.
So who was on the boat with you?
Everybody. Uncle, let's ask my grandmother, Lena Stern, Uncle Albert Rinsberg, Sidney Rinsberg, Justin Rinsberg, Mother, Grandma Hirschmann, then Erna, Ilse, and myself.
And was this all a lot of Was it a refugee boat? Was it?
No,
No,
as Europa.
We
And a
What are
luxury
you
boat.
inventing there, Karen?
didn't.
We just recording something. We're just recording. We're making a recording.
I want to see what's going on.
You,
Dad, sit down.
You're the
We
star
had
of the show,
affidavits.
Maureen.
So wait, the year was
We're recording
1934, August 9th,
and you're also in the
1934.
Oh, this is.
August 9th, 1934, and you guys went on a luxury liner.
and you're in the picture.
It must have been one of the last ones, hey?
And I was seasick too.
And that out of Ilse.
And you were 3. And you, no, you were 9. You were 9. And you remember it.
I remember in how.
Ilse, you must go and look how good you look.